Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be doing my yearly favorites for the year of 2017. Now, I know it's February. I know, but I had a pretty crazy year this year, or this past year. If you guys know me or follow me on Snapchat, you know I had a baby. Getting back into the flow of life has been a bit of a process, but I really did not want to not do this video because I feel like 2017 was a really good year for makeup. A lot of really amazing products hit the market, and not only that, but I feel like I discovered a lot of makeup that maybe already had been around that I had just never tried before, and discovered it in the year 2017. So I really wanted to do this video because I felt like it was just a good year for makeup, you know what I'm saying? So before we jump into the video, guys, I just wanted to give you a quick update on kind of what's been going on since I've been away. I'll make it quick. It's not going to be a whole video like last time. I know I haven't made a video since like June. We can pretty much just agree on the fact that I am not the most responsible human being. Yeah. But I did, like I said, have a really crazy year. We had to move twice this year, and that was rough. One of the times being 4 days after I had given birth to my daughter. So yes, this year I did have a daughter. Her name is Lila. I'm not going to have my kids on my channel. I've had a couple of my subscribers say like, hey, we want to meet the kids. I'm not going to do that. I just don't feel personally very comfortable with that, but I have kids. I have now a 4-year-old, Landon, and Lila is now 6 months old as of the 4th. Anyways, we're just going to jump right into the video. I'm going to kind of go in order of the way that I do my face. So we are going to start with something that I know I've talked about on my channel before, at least I hope I have. This is the Philosophy Ultimate Miracle Worker Moisturizer. It has an SPF of 30. This is supposed to refine your pores, prevent acne. It's slightly anti-aging, and also it is just so moisturizing. It's so good. I use this every single day before I put my makeup on. It is kind of expensive, but I can make one little jar of this last me about 6 to 7 months. So for what you're paying and in terms of how long it's gonna last you, it's not that bad. It just has changed my skin. My pores have gotten so much smaller. My makeup applies so beautifully on top of it, no matter what foundation, no matter what formula, whether it's matte, a matte finish, a dewy finish, a satin finish, like everything looks good on top of this. So the next product that we're going to talk about is primers, and I have two. This is the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer. This is the smoothing primer. This one basically just smooths out your pores, so I will focus this one just on the areas where I have enlarged pores. And it does. It smooths them out so nicely. My makeup applies really pretty on top of it, and it doesn't make me oily or anything like that. I find with smoothing primers sometimes I either get like cakiness or I get oily, and this one doesn't do either of those things, so bomb. And then the other one that I wanted to talk about is by Dr. Brandt. This is the Luminizer Primer, the Pores No More one. I have for a long time used Pores No More, again, in my enlarged pore areas, but that is not an all over the face primer. This one is. This one gives you a nice luminous glow without making you feel tacky or sticky or like you have a lot of makeup on your face. I cannot stand feeling like I have a ton of makeup on my face. Obviously I'm a mom, so I have kids, and when you're running around trying to carry your kids and trying to do everything with your kids, like the feeling of makeup on your skin is just so annoying. This definitely is light. It feels like a moisturizer. It meshes really well with my Ultimate Miracle Worker, and I just feel nice and moisturized and nourished, and my makeup goes on really nice on top. So the next thing that I'm going to talk about is foundations, and I do have quite a few to talk about because it was a really good year for foundation. I really feel like the foundation game like changed this year. My number one most loved is the Fenty Beauty Foundation. This foundation, first of all, the packaging is like, I love the packaging. And it's just so good. Like, it just dries nice and matte, but it doesn't feel heavy. It dries down, but it just feels like your skin. It doesn't give me any dry patches or anything like that, which oftentimes a matte foundation can and will do. It dries super fast, which makes makeup application super easy. I technically don't even have to set this foundation. I still do, just because like I feel weird not. It's full coverage and it's smoothing, and it's so good. My second favorite this year, which this one did not come out this year, but I did discover it. Well, I discovered it at the end of the year last year, but it's definitely been a favorite all year for me. This is the Diorskin Forever Perfect Makeup Everlasting Wear SPF 35 Shine Control. This is all over YouTube, so if you watch a lot of YouTube videos, you've for sure seen this before. It's another expensive one. It's kind of ridiculous how expensive it is, but it is so worth it. Like, it just goes on so nice. It makes you look so smooth. This is like my special occasion foundation. Like, this is the foundation that I wear if I want to look flawless. I wore this for my maternity pictures and my skin looked gorgeous. I do not like tackiness on my skin, and this one does not give that to me. So it's really nice. This is actually the shade 020, and I think I'm 010. It's a little bit dark for me. So I also will reach for this when I have more of a tan, which I did self-tan a lot in 2017. I probably should have included that in this whole spiel. So that's okay. That's alright. Alright, so the next foundations, and I'm going to talk about them together. This is the ProGlow, or the Infallible ProGlow and ProMatte. I actually mixed these two because this gives the perfect satin finish. They're good separate too, I do want to say that. Like, they are really good on their own, but mixing them is gold. I have like grocery store tags on them. Anybody else go to get groceries and end up buying makeup? No? Just me? Alright, so then the last foundation that I want to talk about is a fairly new discovery for me, and I kind of started out being like, I love it, and then I had a period of time where I was like, I don't think I like it, and now I'm back to loving it again. It is really good. You have to shake this foundation. Like, if you forget to shake this foundation, it is terrible. It is terrible, but it is really good when you use it right. So this is the YSL All Hours Foundation, another like beauty guru favorite this year. I've heard a lot about this from people, and I just watched people apply it, and like when I was watching people apply it, it was so satisfying. Like, I just felt like I needed to have it. So I finally bought it. It is really expensive, like unreasonably expensive, and to be totally honest, you can get the same finish from a less expensive product if you want to go high end, do the Fenty. Okay, but I had to mention it. It smells so good. It smells like orchids to me, and orchids are my favorite flower, and it's not overbearing. Like, you're not putting it on your face like, oh my gosh, like you can like taste the chemical. It's not like that. It's just a nice faint scent. It's like the YSL scent. If you've ever used a YSL product, you know kind of what their stuff smells like. It's that, but it is just so refreshing. Like, you're smelling it while you're putting it on, and you're just like, yes, this is a great way to start my day. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those. Okay, so moving on to concealer. I just have one to talk about, and I know you've heard of this before. This is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I actually mixed the shades Fair Beige and Light together to get my color. Yeah guys, there's nothing out there that competes with this concealer. It is just so like easy to blend, so full coverage, it sits really nice, it doesn't crease. It's just like, I've tried to go back to like my old like favorite concealers in the world, and they suck because I'm just so used to this one being so incredibly good. I've gone through probably 8 tubes of this in 2017. It's really good. You guys have heard of it. I don't really have to say too much. Most of you have probably tried it, and you know how freaking good it is. Now, I did not grab a setting powder, and I think it's just because I'm still kind of looking for a setting powder that I really like live and breathe for. I use the Coty Airspun powder daily pretty much right now, but I feel like I don't love it. I feel like you can see the powder sitting on my skin, and I just want something that like kind of meshes everything together. So if I had to mention a favorite, it would probably be the Coty Airspun, because it's the only one that I have that I can say that I really like. But I've tried so many, and I just don't like love any of them, to be totally honest with you. So since I don't have a loose powder to talk about or any sort of setting powder to talk about, I'm just going to move right on to brows. And for brows, I have only used one thing all year long, and that is the Anastasia Chocolate Brow Powder Duo. It's this guy right here. You get 2 shades in here. It's pretty beat up because I've used it all year. Oh, I forgot to grab the Anastasia gel, but I used the like brown tinted gel to set my brows as well. that's it. That's all I used. I only have two things to talk about for eyeballs. This first thing that I want to talk about did come out in 2017. This is the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette. Now, prior to this palette, I was not a fan of Morphe. I don't really care for their brushes. I have another Morphe palette that I just did not like. The shadows were chalky, there wasn't a lot of pigment, but this palette is so good. First of all, you can do so many different looks with the shades that are in this palette. You can do colorful, you can do neutral, you can do like warm and red, and I used it for my eyes today. Basically all of the makeup that I have on my face I'm mentioning today. So I have the YSL foundation on. Obviously I use my Ultimate Miracle Worker. Obviously I use my Shape Tape. I used both of the primers that I talked about. So anyways, yeah, all of the makeup that I'm talking about, pretty much all of it is on my face. So this is what I used to do this eye look. And you guys, it's just like, they're so blendable. You have so many colors for a really, really reasonable price, I think. I was like a little bit salty when she released it to Ulta and it had like plastic packaging instead of this cardboard packaging. But that's okay. I'm really happy for her and proud of her. She was actually the first YouTuber that I ever watched when I started watching YouTube videos and started teaching myself how to do my makeup. And so I've always kind of followed her. When I saw this palette and all of the colors, I was like, I need it. I love it. I use it all the time. I'm not even including the Modern Renaissance this year because I use this one so much. I feel like the Modern Renaissance is still so good though, but like I just don't really reach for it as much now that I have this palette, to be honest. Like this palette is just as good of quality and it's a way better deal. You get way more shades for less of a cost. Then the only other thing that I wanted to mention eyeshadow wise, and I'm sure everybody else's, is the Stila Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow. This is literally almost gone, but this has just been, this is like one of the reasons why I say like 2017 was a year for makeup, because it has just been like, I don't understand how something like this was not invented before 2017. Like people have been putting glitter on their eyeballs for how long now, and they just came out with this, and to me like this is the lazy girl's dream, and I'm her. Like I am lazy. For eyeliner, I also forgot to grab it. I'm doing so good so far, right guys? My favorite eyeliner is the NYX Liquid Matte Eyeliner. That's what I have on my eyeballs right now. But I will say that I don't know if they changed the formula or something, but it seems to me like it's gotten a little bit more of a shiny finish. But I just don't like that because I like my eyeliner to be straight up matte. Maybe that's why I'm not calling it a favorite, because I'm kind of in the process of like trying to find something better, you know? And I don't like the like pen liners. Those just don't do anything for me, and I'm not really a big fan of gel liners, or like, yeah, where you stick a brush into it, and I just can't work with those. I feel like I just don't do well with those. So anyway, yeah, if you guys have any suggestions for a really, really good like brush in product matte liquid liner, let your girl know, because I need some of that in my life. So we are going to move on to the rest of the face. So for bronzer this year, I have two bronzers. The first one is Hoola, my Benefit. I can't not say this is my favorite. Like I know everybody uses this guy, but like I cannot not mention this. It's so good. It's so buttery, and like it's just the perfect shade. I have never put this on somebody and been like, nope, it's not the color for you. This is always the bronzer that I recommend to somebody if they're saying like, what's a really good bronzer? Hoola. Hoola is the bronzer for everyone. The only other bronzer that I want to mention is also from the drugstore. This is Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This stuff, you guys, it just smells so good. Like it's, I just need like 5 minutes. It literally smells so good. I just want to like live in it. It's super, super buttery. It's so, so nice. It's hard to find right now. I do have the shade Light. I think I need the like one shade darker because it does kind of apply very light on me. And it is a nice base too for other. Like I actually put both of these on today along with a like shimmery bronzer, and it's just, the finish is so nice. Okay, for cheeks I have two products to talk about. One of them is a well-known product. This is the NARS Orgasm Blush. You guys, this color is just like a dream. It's so good. It has a nice sheen to it. It's not overbearing. I don't know, it does something. It does something to my cheeks that I'm just like, yes, like I look alive and I look healthy and my skin looks healthy, and it's good, guys. It's good. And the other one is this Milani one in the shade 01 Dolce Pink. This is the Baked Powder Blush. This one has seen some love, and I think I've actually had this for over a year. These are not new or anything, but look at that color. I'm living. I've used this about 1.5 million times, and girl, like, there's no product gone. Okay, so moving on. Dang it, I forgot to do mascara. I'm a mess, you guys. Okay, let's just do the highlighter and then we'll do the mascara. So for highlighters, I have a few. So the first one that I want to mention, or the first two, Fenty Beauty highlighters. Holy moly. I am wearing Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal, literally both of them. They have, so what they are is they have like one side, they are kind of a bitch to open, I will say that, but one side is like a softer highlight and the other one is like a very in your face, like glowing to outer space highlight. It is intense, this one right here, but this one is a little bit more like, I don't know, toned down. So if you're somebody that doesn't like a really intense, like blinding highlight, you'll like this. Fenty like kills me. Like, Rihanna killed it. She literally came in and just like slayed the makeup game. I've not tried one thing that I'm like, nah. The next highlight that I want to talk about is from Ofra. This is Rodeo Drive. This thing is like, oh, it's so blinding, you guys. As you can see, I've made a pretty decent dent in this guy, but like, look at, like, ugh, that's not even going to do it justice. It's just like so intense, and it's very nicely pigmented. It's not shimmery. And Ofra highlighters, in my opinion, are very affordable. Pretty much anything Ofra is really good. I get a lot of Ofra products on my BoxyCharm, and that's kind of what got me on the Ofra kick. I've started to buy some stuff, and I gotta say, like, their liquid lipsticks are really good. All of their highlighters are bomb, so Ofra is a good brand. Alright guys, so the last highlighter that I want to talk about is the Anastasia Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit. Now these are shimmery. You get Kitty Cat, Forever Young, Daydream, Forever Lit, Glow Getter, and 143, and I seriously like them all. I'm spilling glitter everywhere. Alright, you guys get it, okay? It's good. It's real good. Now I do think that this was limited edition. I don't actually know like 100%. I'll have to look. If I can find it, I will link it down below. If not, I'm really sorry that I mentioned a limited edition product, but like I had to. Alright guys, moving on to mascara. I have two mascaras to talk about. One is the Tarte Tartist mascara. It's got a nice big brush. It is volumizing and lengthening, and you do not get clumpiness from this. I oftentimes mix it with my other favorite or use it alone, but anytime I wear false lashes, this is my go-to because it just like nicely coats the lashes without making them look clumpy, because I feel like when you clump false lashes, it just looks tacky. So this one is my false lashes mascara for sure, and then I will also kind of combine it with the L'Oreal Telescopic. This is more so a lengthening mascara than a volumizing mascara, and it makes my lashes look so long, so beautiful. The formula lasts all day. It doesn't get like crumbly on me. I've actually not been wearing false lashes hardly at all lately, just because like I said, I'm not really feeling makeup as much, so I'll just wear these two mascaras or just the Telescopic by itself, and I feel pretty confident with that. And I don't like, I used to not be able to live my life without false lashes on my eyes, but now I feel like with these mascaras I've overcome. I have two glosses and then one liquid lipstick to talk about, so we're going to do the liquid lipstick first. This is the Sephora collection, what are you called? I think it's just literally called Cream Lip Stain. So I have the shade 13 and the shade 01. This shade right here is what got me hooked on this. It is a very beautiful blue-red, and literally like you can wear this for hours. I don't know what is in this formula, but it's so comfortable. You don't feel super like dry. It doesn't crumble like in the middle, which is just my biggest pet peeve with liquid lipsticks. Like I cannot stand when they start to crumble. It's one thing to start to like fade, but crumbling is just like gross to me. This just like fades away. I wore this for the Super Bowl this year, never touched it up once, and I mean, you know how it is at the Super Bowl, like you're just eating everything. Here, let me swatch this one for you. So it is that right there. It's just the most perfect, beautiful blue toned red. And then the shade 13 is a very neutral, nudie pink. It's this right here. Super, super pretty. I love this. Okay, so next up I have 2 glosses to talk about. I'm definitely more of a gloss girl than I am a liquid lipstick girl. I just love the look of a glossy lip. I only have 2. They're like basically the same color. Shocker. But these are the 2 like discoveries of the year. I felt like these are just so, so, so good. So this is the Bare Minerals. I think this is just literally called like Brilliant Gloss. Yeah, Brilliant Gloss, and this is in the shade Groovy. This is like definitely a very like bright, icy pink color. It's a lot brighter than like my actual lip color. The formula on this lip is just to die. Like it's thick, but it's not sticky. It's long wearing, but it's not like, I don't know how to explain it. But it doesn't like, I don't know, it doesn't like make your lips feel nasty or like leave that like sticky residue behind. I don't like that. I'm very picky with my glosses, and this is just like the perfect formula in my opinion. It's not like the best smelling thing or the best tasting thing in the world. Yeah, it kind of smells like a crayon box, but it's really, really good, so the smell is just totally worth it. The other lip gloss that I'm going to mention is this Milani Keep It Full plumping lip gloss, and this is in the shade 08 Soft Rose. This one smells like cupcakes. It smells really, really good. I don't personally find it to be plumping on me, but then again, I do have pretty full lips, so maybe on somebody who has smaller lips they would see a difference. But it does make my lips feel really cold, and I happen to love that. It's moisturizing. It leaves your lips feeling like supple and like nourished, you know, just very moisturized. I also have a setting spray and a perfume that I want to mention. So this setting spray was a BoxyCharm find. This is the Project Beauty Spray Set Go Makeup Setting Spray. I have never heard of this brand before, like prior to getting this in my BoxyCharm, but I wanted to give it a go. I will say the sprayer is not like the bee's knees or anything. It does drench your face quite a bit, but you don't get like the water droplets. But it just melts all of your makeup together so, so nicely. It makes my highlight really glow. I don't actually know what this like retails for, to be honest, so I'll have to look that up. But I remember it, I feel like I remember it being not that expensive, so I'll try to link everything that I can below, obviously. Okay, so I did want to mention one perfume because this I got for Christmas in 2016, so I got it at the very end of last year, and I used it all year long, and it does smell so, so good, but it also has like really fond memories attached to it now, because I will always, every time I smell this, I will always think about being pregnant with my daughter, because I wore it through my whole pregnancy, like the whole thing. I wore this perfume. It also kind of gives me a little bit of PTSD because my pregnancy with Lila was really, really hard. I think I kind of briefly touched on that in my Q&A with Lucas. And we are done having kids. Like, no more kids. No more kids for us. So this is the YSL Mon Paris perfume. Guys, it's good. It is like so, so good. It just smells so fresh. It smells expensive. I get a million compliments. What perfume are you wearing, girl? So cool how like fragrances can connect to memory. If you get a chance, go and sniff it because it smells really, really good. And I'm a bougie bitch, so like... Okay guys, so that is pretty much everything that I wanted to talk about. These were for sure like the makeup finds for 2017. Like I said, I feel like 2017 was a bomb year for the makeup industry. I don't know what they're doing differently or like how they're coming up with this stuff, but some of the products that were released were so unlike anything else ever. A lot of the tools that were released work really, really good and were something that you would never ever think of. The foundations that were released this year are just like insane. Like I remember when I used to wear L'Oreal True Match and think that that shit was everything, and now I'm just like pfft. I hope that all of you guys had a really, really good 2017. I feel like 2017 was kind of a crazy year for all of us. A lot of my friends went through a lot of hardships this last year. I keep saying this year, but it's now last year. I'm gonna work on being here a little bit more. I don't know, I'm not the best at adulting in general, and I feel like YouTube is a lot more adulting than I anticipated. But I have a lot of videos that I have planned right now that I'm really, really excited about. I'm trying to get my best friend to do a video because I think it would be so much fun, and her and I together are honestly like we should have our own TV show. Alright guys, I think that is all that I have for you. I'm about to go eat some chicken and potatoes that my husband is making right now, and I'm so excited. So I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, sit right here. Okay. Wait, can you see me? Check if you can see me.
I don't know.
Look in the camera. Is there room for your head? Your hair?
So, yes.
Insert Lucas here. What do you think about my makeup today?
Perf.
Yeah? Okay. Well, I just wanted Lucas to tell me I was pretty, so.
She's pretty.
I'm done.
You're done?
Yep. Well, with this one, we still gotta do Mad Libs. Ha ha.
Ha ha.